through it all, I've seen the hand of God. Through it all, I've seen him walking with me. You know, I have some things that were happening that are really like an hour. You know, you would have something happening in your life today that you wouldn't understand. Literally the next day, you would see the reason behind it, why that thing was supposed to happen. So for me, it's been such a fulfilling journey. It's been such a beautiful journey, and which I'm really, really proud of myself for taking upon. And that you don't have to wait to find yourself in a circumstance, in a situation, for you to pursue a relationship with God. You don't have to wait for somebody else to tell you that you should do this in order to pursue a relationship with God. It's something that you need to decide. It's something that you need to choose. You know, just waking up in the morning, you still have a breath in your lungs. You still, you know, still allowed. Think about how many people went to sleep last night and didn't wake up. The fact that you woke up this morning, the fact that you got to see another daylight, it's beautiful. It's something to be grateful for. And it's not very small, because all I had, even before I started pursuing a relationship with God, I just had a desiring heart. I was like, God, you know, I wish, you know, I desired. And from desiring, I made time in my life. I was like, okay, every single day I'm going to wake up every morning. I'm going to read my Bible. I'm going to pray. And he does the rest. You know, all you need to do, create space, make time for him. You know, even if it's just 15 minutes, pray every single morning before you check your emails, before you check your messages, pray. You know, spend time in prayer, and every single day, and he's going to do the rest. He does a restoration, he does a transformation. All you need is a heart full of desire and making time for him every single morning or every single evening. You spend time in prayer, you spend time in Bible study, and you will see some changes, like really, really huge changes in your life. So I'm at the point of my life where I feel like I'm happy, you know, like I'm genuinely content in my life. Obviously, spiritually, like I said, it's not going to be easy. So the decisions that I used to make, or I used to take so easily before I pursued a relationship with God, I now struggle with them. You know, the things that I feel like, okay, last year, if I were to make this decision, I wouldn't even think twice about it. But now, if I have to make the same decision, I think twice. You know, you think twice about the things you do. You're mindful of the people around you. And, you know, I've even made a priority of praying for other people, priority of making like intercession prayers. So once a month, I do intercession prayers where I pray for other people. I pray for my friends, close family, you know, my family, and like the people I know in particular. In your pursuit in a relationship with God, is that your relationship with God is not only about you, right? I have been making intercession prayers once a month where I just pray for people, you know, I stand in the gap, and I've been doing that. So you become selfless. You know, I'm slowly becoming a Proverbs 31 woman. And I see some characters in me, I see some things in me, changes in me, things that I wouldn't have normally done in a couple of years ago that I do now. I do so easily now, you know, being selfless, caring, helping the people who need. You know, the Bible say, give to those who ask. And that's literally what I've been doing. If a person asks me something and I'm able to help, I'm able to do it for them, I've been doing it. You know, I've been trying to identify the gap. I've been trying to serve other people, basically. I've been trying to be there, to be the help to other people. I trust God fully that he's gonna come through for me. He's gonna make me the person that I want to be, but most importantly, he's gonna make me the person that he wants me to be, you know. So I'm definitely not happy with this jar, the size of the jar, and because my Bible verses are so small, you know, it's like it's so huge. But I'm not even sure if I can return it because it's been like 2 weeks. I'll see if I can return it and get like a smaller one. But like I said, eventually I need like a nice small box. If I cannot return it, it'll have to do for the time being until I'm able to get the one that I want. You know how the book of Matthew talks about oh nice. It has like notes. Beautiful. So you have I think I'm gonna love this. So you have like your reading here, and then you have notes here based on the reading, which is really, really, really good. Right, also here, this is a reading from this part, and then you have like notes to tell you more or to help you understand the message behind the verse or the chapter, which is really good. It's a fulfilling journey. It's a fulfilling commitment, but it needs a lot of perseverance. It needs a lot of faith and hope. So you know how a book of Matthew talk about the two ways, the broad way and the narrow way. And obviously many people tend to take the broad way because it's you can see everything is literally in your face. You can see it. You can see where you're hurting. Everything is just presented in your face. And then you have the narrow way. The narrow way, you cannot see it. It's all about taking the leap of faith. You can only see the beginning of the way, but you can't see into deep of the way. So less people or fewer people are taking the narrow way. So it's the same thing about the journey of God. Pursuing a relationship with God, it's all about you walking in that narrow way. You don't see it, but you believe in it. You don't know where it's going to lead, but you have hope and you have faith that God is going to be there with you. So the broader way, because everything is presented to you, the earthly things are literally right. You see everything in front of you. So you want to take that journey. Many people take the broad way, and then fewer people take the narrow way because you can't see, things are hidden. They're not in your face. So it's very hard. It's about you taking the leap of faith. It's about you believing and trusting that, it's the right way to take. It's not a smooth sailing. You will come across tribulations. You will come across trials, but then facing trials or facing troubles, facing hardships, it's like a sign that you are in the right direction, because the devil is trying to fight you. The devil is trying to move you out of the path, to not align you with the path, on the path of God. And that just tells you that you should keep on going. You should hold on even more. You should press on even more, because you are definitely in the right direction and you are on the right path. So for me, I have had my moments where I'm like mostly emotionally, it has to do with feelings and thoughts. The devil has been trying so much to distract me, to confuse me when it comes to feelings and thoughts. It's all about, even when you go through those confusion, those moments of confusion, those moments of distraction, you know how the story ends. You know how the story ends. It means that I might go through these trials now. I might go through these troubles. I might go through, because even the Bible itself says that Jesus has given us all these things so that we may have peace, because in this world we will be troubled. It means that there will be trouble, right? Pursuing a relationship with God doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. So it's all about knowing that God or Jesus has overcome the world. Jesus have conquered the world. And if his spirit lives within you, it means that you also have conquered and have overcome whatever situation that you come across. So it's all about having faith, trusting in God, believing in Jesus, that his spirit is continuously working within you, that his presence is within you, that he's working tirelessly and everything is working for your good, that everything that the enemy meant for evil, everything that the devil or the enemy meant to harm you with, God is taking it and is making it to work in your favor for your good. And most importantly, I think it's been contentment, being at peace with who you are, being at peace with where you are, being at peace with the things that are happening around you, rejoicing, even if there's that emotional confusion, there's that emotional distraction, there's that, destructive thoughts happening around, you're still in peace, you're still in content, because you know who's in control, whose spirit is working within you, who lives within you, who's taking everything and working for your good. So, having that faith and having that hope and believing, it kind of like brings contentment and brings you peace. His peace is forever your portion. It doesn't matter what you go through. So it's been such a beautiful journey. If I'm being honest, I've had my ups and downs. I've had situations where I feel like, God, why? I wish this could go that way, not this way. And but at the end of the day, it's all about allowing God's will to take over, allowing yourself to surrender to him, allowing everything to happen according to his character. Because one thing I've always prayed for is the spirit of discernment, to be able to discern that, God, I want to be able to see your character in every situation. I want to be able to see your will in every situation. I want to be able to see your truth in every situation. That everything that I come across, Lord, I want to see yourself in it. I want to see your will. I want to see your truth, because we have these facts that are presented to us on earth. So everything that you go through, those are just facts, and there's God's truth, And you'll find that truth by reading the Bible. You'll find out what God is saying about your situation if you read the Bible. And if you hold on to that, if you believe in that, things do happen, things do change. So all I can say is that if you haven't pursued a relationship with God yet, you are missing out big time. I've seen him working in my life. I've seen him do things, wonderful things in my life, and I'm really content, and I believe that even great things are coming, that he's still working for my good, that I'm just looking forward to the future, because why not? He's already there. He's already prepared the way. He's went before me. He's leveled the mountains. He's broken through the gates of gold just for me to pass through. So why wouldn't I be content? Why wouldn't I be happy with my life? So you find that happiness, you find that contentment, and I feel like everybody deserves that happiness. Everybody deserves that peace. Everybody deserves that sort of like feeling, to feel that you are seen, you are loved, you are appreciated, you are being taken care of, someone is mindful of you, and it's been such a beautiful feeling. And I was literally thinking and praying that, God, whatever I come across, whatever situation I find myself in, I'm never going back. I'm never going back. I'm never going back. This is where I want to stay. Even where I find myself in the pit, in the deepest pit of all the pits, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not moving away from you. I want you to be beside me all the times. And it's all about that. It's all about, even in your mistakes, even in your imperfections, you still draw near to him. And he still draw near to you too. You draw closer with confidence to the throne of grace, so that you may find peace, grace, because I believe that grace is the reason why we're here today. We've been saved by grace. We've been saved by his mercy. We've been saved by his love. He loves us so much that he want to pursue us. He loves us so much that he's so patient with us, that even we can leave the type of life or the kind of life that you're currently living now, but he's still patiently waiting for us to pursue us. He still pursue us even in those situations. He's just waiting for us to pursue him in return. It's kind of like a peace and contentment that comes with pursuing a relationship with God. There's no other like it. So we've come to the end of our video today. I hope you enjoyed watching and you got inspired to pursue a relationship with God, to get to know God more. And I promise you, that's the best thing you'd ever do for your life. And also, one last thing before I go, this book here, I'll be giving it away. If there's anybody who needs it, I'm more than happy to give it to them for free. If you're around London, if you're around Kent, if you need it, you're interested in it, I'm more than happy to give it to you. And also my old Bible. It's a King James version. I won't be using it anymore. So if there's someone out there that they're in need of a Bible, but I believe that churches do give Bibles for free. Like 9 out of 10 times, if you ask for a Bible in your church, they're going to give it to you for free. But then if you want a Bible, if you want to start pursuing a relationship with God, and I'm more than happy to give this away to anybody that already has the Bible dividers, which is really cool. I've highlighted a couple of pages, but nothing really much. But overall, stay blessed, guys. Pursue a relationship with God, pursue a relationship with Jesus, and never cease to pray. Have faith in God, and you'll see him doing amazing things in your life. So I've seen him changing my life in a huge way. I've seen him walking through me. I've seen his hand holding me, guiding me in every single step. And I believe that if he can do it for me, if he can come through for me, he can certainly and definitely come through for you too. So until next time, goodbye.